You know, traveling ain't all it's chopped up to be. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of Talk Shop. I'm so excited. We're here on the very last Ghostbusters book. The read-along has been fun. We have come to the end of the road, and we're talking about none other than Ghostbusters International. So on the real, when I first read this, I was thinking, okay, Ghostbusters International is the last book. I'm worried about ending on that book because Ghostbusters International as a term doesn't really sound like much to me. It sounds like they're gonna have this story where they go abroad and there's just some hijinks and, you know, we're all supposed to be happy. But this ended up being a story that I put up there with probably not at mass hysteria level, but I enjoyed this adventure. There's so much in this book. Now we're going to be covering volume 1 and then we'll cover volume 2 in the very next video. So let's get it started. So just to give you guys a quick timeline, if you've missed a couple of books during the read along, this is after Ghostbusters Annual. So you've had Ghostbusters Total Containment, which is like volumes 1 through 4, and Ghostbusters Mass Hysteria, which is like 5 through 11 or something like that. And then you've had all of like the Ghostbusters Teenage Ninja Turtles, all that stuff, and Ghostbusters Annual. So now the Ghostbusters are kind of like rebuilding their firehouse. Everything seems to be all good. And they're hit with a brand new offer after taking down a brand new ghost at the UN. And what I really enjoy about this is that straight off the bat, we get some intrigue that we usually don't get in Ghostbusters. Like in Ghostbusters, it's usually like, hey, there's a ghost or maybe someone's possessed or something like that. But in this one, we get a little cloak and dagger, a little intrigue. And I think that really works into drawing you in, especially with this Erland character, where he comes in, he's Swedish, he has tons of money, wants to buy the Ghostbusters. And even though he's throwing around a lot of money and he says like, oh, I just want to get my real estate business on, to the Ghostbusters, they're looking at him like, but I'm not sure. Like, yes, we'll go abroad and help you clear all these ghosts out so you can sell waterfront property, but something's off about you. And Erland Venter's offer is super dope. Like they fly, private jet, they go to Italy, they meet all kinds of, cool people. But the most important person that they meet is their handler, who's gonna be Chaya May, I believe. And even in Italy, she don't take no crap, man. She don't take no spunk. She ain't hearing it from Peter. And she's a pretty decent, counterpart to the team because, you have Ray, and Ray's got his little silliness every now and then. And Peter is he's always on one. So her kind of strong attitude and straight serious demeanor really works well with them because Winston's usually the only guy that's trying to wrangle the team in. And we get to see Peter playing around with a whole bunch of masks inside this store or something. He gets beat up by a ghost. You see him kind of like almost killed by getting thrown out a window into the river. Like the ghosts out in Italy are not playing. And it's so weird because you have this situation that is just full of psychokinetic energy or ectoplasmic energy or whatever. And they're still trying to pinpoint like why. Now to back up a bit, Egon is also doing his own research because he figures out that, like, hey, something ain't right about this. And he's been grounded anyway because the ghost that they meet spits acid, man. And that whole situation with him starting to uncover things while the team is also learning things is a great parallel for this book. Now, the book as a whole is, of course, spot on. Eric Burnham, Dan Schoening, all the cast of greatness is already there. It's perfect for me. The book is also funny. And once again, I want you guys to make sure you pay attention to all of the little Easter eggs, especially with the interview sequence that they have with Janine. It's just funny to see Janine and Jenny working together again. Her being part of Peacock or the PCOC. I just call it Peacock. I don't know if they do, but you know, it's cool to see them working together. And the interview sequence, you're going to see some very interesting faces. So I think you'll enjoy that. I also think you'll enjoy the sequence in Paris. They have a very big showdown in Paris that is going to mean a lot to the overarching story of what Erland Ventor is really after, and if he has a silent partner or two. So guys, of course, you know I'm feeling it. I'm head over heels for this. I think this is another great story. And I love how they told this over 11 issues. I know it seems like a lot, but when you read it, I got drawn in, or drew in, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I really enjoyed how they brought this story to us. And volume 1 is a great setup for the payoff of volume 2. So guys, if you've read volume 1, which is issues 1 through 5 of Ghostbusters International, holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you. Down in the comments, let me know what you thought about Ghostbusters International volume 1. I think there's a lot to love in it. You got, you know, like the bleeding slime, you got Paris, you got them getting locked up. There's so much cool stuff in there. Plus this nice little like adventure vibe that I don't think we usually get with Ghostbusters. Even when Ghostbusters went on the road trip, I think this is more of an adventure vibe than we've ever had, because we're dealing with old trips to Iceland. We're dealing with this brand new book that could possibly control the devil with the Rauschina or the Rauschina. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hey, look, you guys read it. You know how you pronounce it. But this book can possibly control the devil. There's just so much going on and a very exploratory adventure type of vibe. So guys, before I bounce, I gotta tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there is no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. And a big shout out to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. So please be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And remember, just remember, when you're in France and you're in jail, protect yourself. Peace.